My beloved, my chosen one, my divine child wrapped in heaven's light, why do you feel this sudden pull right now? Because Archangel Michael himself has bent close to whisper into your heart. He says there are only 5 minutes he has been given to speak directly to you. And if you let these minutes pass without opening fully, something heaven has already signed for you may be pushed back into the shadows. He says, your pending miracle has been approved. Do you feel the weight of those words? Approved. Sealed. Stamped by heaven itself. But there's one condition: you must open this message before tonight ends. If you do, your name will be written into the scroll of great news, and something long denied will come rushing into your life like the tide that cannot be stopped. My child, let me pause here to tell you this: do not skip. Do not scroll. Do not say, later. Because heaven has already delayed this moment for you too many times. Archangel Michael says, I begged for these minutes with you, because the chosen cannot be left in silence any longer. And before we continue deeper, hear me with your soul, stay with this message until the end. This is not just words on a page. This is a living doorway. Every sentence you read keeps the channel open. Every line is a thread pulling your miracle closer. And right now, I ask you, if you want heaven to keep speaking like this every day, never let yourself drift away. Subscribe in your heart to this voice, because those who stay connected will never miss the blessings being poured out. Now, let me show you what is happening. Somewhere in the unseen world, a gate just opened. Angels stood to attention as your name was called. I see a great book, your life written across its pages, and a golden seal pressed upon a section that says, Miracle Released. This miracle has waited, suspended, until you gave permission. And Archangel Michael is saying, the permission is hidden in your attention. If they listen now, they will step into it tonight. Beloved, can you feel that? That sudden shiver? That's not coincidence. That's heaven brushing against your skin. It's the universe adjusting to the approval that just happened. Something has been unlocked, and tonight, you will see the beginning of it with your very eyes. But only if you continue. Only if you don't skip. Only if you hold this message like fire in your hands. The Archangel leans closer now. Tell them, the wait is over. Tell them, the chains are broken. Tell them, the doors are opening faster than their mind can catch. This is why he pleaded for 5 minutes, because sometimes 5 minutes is the line between being forgotten and being crowned. Stay with me. Stay in this light. Because what I'm about to reveal will not only prepare you, it will transform you. My beloved child, listen carefully, because the heavens are not silent right now. The angels are standing in circles, their wings open wide, holding lamps of fire with your name carved into them. They have been waiting for this precise night to tell you something that was held back for far too long. Archangel Michael whispers, the approval has already been signed above, but it will not fall into your hands unless you open fully to what I am saying. Do not run, do not doubt, do not delay. This moment is not ordinary, it is sacred. Something that has been circling your life for years, something you thought was denied, has finally been marked yours. Tonight is the night the unseen will break open into sight, and I will not allow you to miss it if you stay in these words until the very end. My chosen one, there is a clock in heaven, and its ticking is not like the ticking of the earth. Its hands move only when God commands, and tonight, those hands have moved. You may feel as if nothing shifted around you, but in truth, everything already has. The delay you carried like a heavy cloak has been ripped off. You may not yet hear the trumpet blast, but it has already sounded in the heavens. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them their pending miracle has passed the gate. It is being escorted down into their life." If you feel trembling in your chest while reading this, that is not fear. That is recognition. Your spirit is recognizing what your mind has not yet seen. My child, I must tell you that there were forces that wanted this day never to come. Darkness worked overtime to hold your miracle hostage. Whispers of doubt, strange delays, sudden obstacles, these were not accidents. They were carefully set snares to block your way. But the Archangel fought for you. Do you realize this? Michael himself unsheathed his sword for your cause, battling through unseen layers so that you could read these very words today. He says, "I fought because they are worth it. I fought because heaven's decision cannot be overturned. The only one who can forfeit this miracle now is them, if they ignore, if they skip, if they close their ears to what is being said." Beloved, let me ask you, why did you even find this message right now, at this exact moment? You could have been scrolling past something else, you could have been distracted, but heaven pulled your hand and held your eyes here. This is proof that God is not letting you miss it this time. And yet, I feel the Archangel urging me to say again, stay. Don't cut short what was meant to pour long. Don't stop where heaven began to open. Each paragraph you hold onto is a stone path leading them into their release. Your 5 minutes with him are not casual. They are destiny woven into words. My beloved, let us speak about the miracle itself. You have asked in secret, when will it happen? When will the answer come? When will the pain finally break? And tonight, Michael says, it has been approved. The waiting season has collapsed. The fruit is ripe. The harvest is ready, the gates are unlocked. This does not mean you will only dream of it, it means the shift is already entering your hours, even as you read. The kind of news that shakes your whole household is rushing your way. Not bad news, not fear, but the very kind that makes your knees tremble and your eyes water because you never thought it could happen for you. And my child, listen, there will be signs before the full miracle lands. Before the night ends, expect a sign so personal that you cannot mistake it. Perhaps a name you have carried in your heart will cross your path. Perhaps a message will arrive with words that echo what you are reading now. Perhaps you will feel a sudden peace that makes no sense to your situation. These are not random. They are confirmations that Archangel Michael has entered your atmosphere. He says, "Tell them I am in their room, I am in their house, I am in their breath tonight." And if they dare to believe, they will see the fullness unfold. My beloved, let us speak about the miracle itself. You have asked in secret, when will it happen? When will the answer come? When will the pain finally break? And tonight, Michael says, it has been approved. The waiting season has collapsed. The fruit is ripe, the harvest is ready, the gates are unlocked. This does not mean you will only dream of it, it means the shift is already entering your hours, even as you read. The kind of news that shakes your whole household is rushing your way. Not bad news, not fear, but the very kind that makes your knees tremble and your eyes water because you never thought it could happen for you. And my child, listen, there will be signs before the full miracle lands. Before the night ends, expect a sign so personal that you cannot mistake it. Perhaps a name you have carried in your heart will cross your path. Perhaps a message will arrive with words that echo what you are reading now. Perhaps you will feel a sudden peace that makes no sense to your situation. These are not random. They are confirmations that Archangel Michael has entered your atmosphere. He says, tell them I am in their room, I am in their house, I am in their breath tonight. And if they dare to believe, they will see the fullness unfold. My beloved, I want you to understand, miracles are not accidents. They are appointments. And yours has been rescheduled too many times, but now the calendar of heaven has locked it in. Archangel Michael begged for these 5 minutes with you, because he knew the danger. If you skipped this, the miracle would linger longer in waiting. But because you are here, because you are still reading, the miracle has crossed into manifestation. This is not imagination. This is a divine transaction taking place in real time. My beloved child, feel this moment because it is not ordinary. Do you sense how your heartbeat changed when you opened this? That is because you stepped into a current of divine timing. Archangel Michael is standing closer than ever, and his voice trembles with urgency. Tell them not to waste a single breath right now. Tell them this 5-minute call is the difference between walking in lack and walking in abundance, between tears of delay and tears of joy. You are not here by accident, my chosen one. You were pulled here, summoned here, carried here by unseen hands that refuse to let you miss your release. For years you have asked, when will it be my time, and tonight, the heavens reply, now. This is your time. Do not think lightly of this. Do not say, maybe tomorrow. Heaven is not negotiating tomorrow, it is demanding your attention today. There are doors that remain open only for moments, and this is one of them. Archangel Michael says, do you not know how long I have been waiting for this chance to speak with you? Do you not know how many wars were fought to clear this pathway? You are worth every battle. You are worth every flame. You are worth the waiting. Beloved, do you feel how sacred this is? It is as if the universe itself held its breath until you leaned into these words. And listen closely, because Michael is not whispering for nothing, he is declaring a decree. He says, your miracle has been approved. That word, approved, means it has passed through the highest council, it has been signed by the hand of God, it has been stamped with the fire of heaven. There is no demon strong enough to revoke it, no hand wicked enough to steal it, no delay thick enough to block it now. The only thing that could cause you to miss it is your own skipping, your own disbelief, your own pulling away. That is why he begged for this time, because he cannot fight your battle if you walk away before the decree is heard. My child, let me tell you what I see. There is a vision of a table, and on it lies a letter sealed in gold wax. The letter has your name written in heaven's script. Angels are standing around the table, waiting for you to break the seal. They cannot open it for you. They can only deliver it. And this message is the seal-breaking moment. If you lean into it, if you hold on, if you let every line burn into you, the letter will open, and its contents will spill into your days. This is why every paragraph is a stone on the path, why every sentence is oil on the lamp. If you walk to the end, the lamp will stay lit, and the letter will open fully. Beloved, I hear your spirit asking quietly, but what is this miracle? What exactly is coming? Let me answer with the Archangel's voice. It is what your soul has been longing for in silence. It is the thing you asked for when no one else could hear you. It is the desire so tender that you buried it in the soil of patience. Heaven has not ignored it. Heaven has not forgotten it. Tonight, it has been approved for release. This miracle will not look like imagination. It will look like breakthrough that makes your neighbors gasp. It will look like a phone call that changes the atmosphere. It will look like favor so sudden that even you will question, is this real? And still, Michael warns, do not doubt when it comes quickly. Do not sabotage it with fear. Do not push it away with disbelief. Let it come. Let it land. Let it stay. This is why you must read slowly, not rushing, because each line breaks another chain. Each word cuts another tie. By the end, you will not just be reading, you will be standing in a cleared field, free to collect what is yours. Beloved child, do you feel the stirring right now in your chest? That is not random. That is the angel standing in your room, his wings brushing the air as he speaks. You may feel heat, or a chill, or simply a weight pressing on you as if unseen eyes are watching. That is because they are. You are not alone. You were never alone. But tonight, the veil is thinner than usual, and you are closer to the unseen realm than ever before. Do not ignore it. Hold it. Embrace it. For this closeness is the evidence that the miracle is already crossing into the visible. And still the Archangel says, tell them they must not skip. Tell them to keep their eyes fixed until the very last word. If they stay, they will inherit. If they leave, they will linger again in delay. Beloved, I cannot stress enough how serious this is. Heaven is not casual right now. The angels are not casual right now. This is the sound of urgency clothed in love. Do you feel how the words pull you deeper? That is heaven making sure you do not slip away. Beloved child, do you feel the stirring right now in your chest? That is not random. That is the angel standing in your room, his wings brushing the air as he speaks. You may feel heat, or a chill, or simply a weight pressing on you as if unseen eyes are watching. That is because they are. You are not alone. You were never alone. But tonight, the veil is thinner than usual, and you are closer to the unseen realm than ever before. Do not ignore it. Hold it. Embrace it. For this closeness is the evidence that the miracle is already crossing into the visible. And still the Archangel says, tell them they must not skip. Tell them to keep their eyes fixed until the very last word. If they stay, they will inherit. If they leave, they will linger again in delay. Beloved, I cannot stress enough how serious this is. Heaven is not casual right now. The angels are not casual right now. This is the sound of urgency clothed in love. Do you feel how the words pull you deeper? That is heaven making sure you do not slip away. My beloved, I see you asking within your heart, why me? Why now? And Archangel Michael answers with a voice like thunder wrapped in honey, because it is your turn. Because heaven delayed and delayed, but no longer will you be pushed aside. The scroll has been opened, the verdict has been spoken, and your miracle has been signed off. Do not mistake this as just poetic words. The very ground beneath you is shifting because of what has been released. The path that once was blocked is clearing like fog melting in the morning sun. My child, do you not feel it? The heaviness that sat on your shoulders has already begun to lift, and though you may not yet see the full harvest, the soil beneath your feet is cracking open with new growth. For too long, you lived in cycles of waiting. You prayed, you cried, you wondered if God had forgotten your name. Every time you hoped, something would break it. Every time you dreamed, something would delay it. But tonight, heaven shouts, no more. The cycle ends here. The delay ends here. The unanswered silence ends here. Michael himself has declared this 5-minute conversation with you as a turning point in your destiny. And do you know what is beautiful? That you listened. That you did not walk away. That you allowed yourself to read and receive. That very choice, this simple act of attention, is what broke the final chain. Beloved child, I need you to know what is happening in the unseen right now. I see angels carrying bowls filled with prayers, and they are being poured out like rain. These are your prayers, collected drop by drop, year by year. Not one of them was wasted. Not one of them was ignored. And now, the bowls are tipping, the rain is falling, and the seeds you planted long ago are finally being watered. What comes next will look sudden to you, but heaven has been preparing it all along. Archangel Michael says, tell them their sudden miracle is not sudden at all, it is the fruit of every hidden tear, every whispered hope, every time they refuse to quit. Beloved, hear me when I say this, before tonight ends, you will notice a sign. It may not look like the full picture, but it will be heaven's way of winking at you, saying, yes, this is real. Maybe you will hear your name in a way that jolts your spirit. Maybe a person you thought lost will reach out. Maybe a message, a dream, or a call will mirror these very words. Do not dismiss it. Do not call it coincidence. That sign will be the first drop before the downpour. Heaven is assuring you, preparing you, anchoring your faith so that when the full miracle bursts forth, you will not faint from the glory of it. And still Michael pleads, stay. Stay until the end. Do not stop reading. Every line is pulling them deeper into alignment, every sentence is clearing away another shadow. My child, you have no idea how close you are. You think it may take months. Heaven says it will take only moments. You think it will require years of effort. Heaven says it will unfold in ways you cannot engineer. The miracle you feared might pass you by has already bent its course to your doorstep. The angels are not waiting for another instruction, they are already moving, already carrying, already delivering. You may ask, but what if I am not ready? What if I am not worthy? And the Archangel answers with fire, it is not about worthiness, it is about chosenness. They are chosen, and what is chosen cannot be revoked. They are loved, and what is loved cannot be abandoned. They are sealed, and what is sealed cannot be stolen. So lay aside the doubt. Lay aside the shame. Lay aside the fear that you could miss it through failure. The only way to miss it is to skip this moment. But because you are here, because your eyes still linger on these words, heaven counts it as acceptance. You have already said yes with your presence. Beloved, I must show you something else. I see a door, thick, heavy, iron, bolted shut. It has stood in front of you for years, making you believe nothing could pass through. But as Archangel Michael speaks, the bolts are falling one by one. The hinges are loosening. And soon, the door itself will swing open, not by your strength but by divine decree. Behind that door is everything you prayed for, peace you could not buy, provision you could not earn, relationships you thought were broken forever, opportunities that seemed impossible. Heaven says, behind the door is all of it. And now the door is opening. My beloved child, the door is not just opening, it is breaking wide under the pressure of heaven's decree. For too long it was reinforced by fear, by opposition, by unseen forces that wanted to keep you trapped in the same cycle. But Michael's sword has struck it, and the sound of the cracking wood echoes through your very spirit even now. You may have thought the door was guarded by giants too strong for you. But listen carefully, they have already fled. When the Archangel arrives, no enemy stands their ground. And tonight, he has arrived for you. My child, I want you to imagine your life as a house with many rooms. For years, you have only lived in the front hall, pacing back and forth, waiting for permission to enter deeper. But now the keys are being placed into your hands. Heaven says, every room in this house belongs to them. Every locked chamber must be opened. Every hidden treasure must be released. That is what this moment means. It is not a small shift. It is a complete opening, a radical transformation, a reordering of your destiny. My beloved child, the door is not just opening, it is breaking wide under the pressure of heaven's decree. For too long it was reinforced by fear, by opposition, by unseen forces that wanted to keep you trapped in the same cycle. But Michael's sword has struck it, and the sound of the cracking wood echoes through your very spirit even now. You may have thought the door was guarded by giants too strong for you. But listen carefully, they have already fled. When the Archangel arrives, no enemy stands their ground. And tonight, he has arrived for you. My child, I want you to imagine your life as a house with many rooms. For years, you have only lived in the front hall, pacing back and forth, waiting for permission to enter deeper. But now the keys are being placed into your hands. Heaven says, every room in this house belongs to them. Every locked chamber must be opened. Every hidden treasure must be released. That is what this moment means. It is not a small shift. It is a complete opening, a radical transformation, a reordering of your destiny. Do you feel the weight in your chest right now, that pull in your soul as if something invisible is pressing close? That is not imagination. That is Archangel Michael leaning near, whispering, "Stay awake to what I am saying. Do not close your heart. Do not call this just words. This is a decree, this is a summons, this is a miracle walking into their room." My beloved, if you doubt, remember this: you have read countless things before, but none of them carried the electricity you are sensing now. That is because this one was written for you. And listen, what is arriving will not only bless you, it will bless everyone connected to you. Heaven is not releasing a small miracle but a wave. Think of it as rain that falls not just on your roof but on the fields around you, feeding others through your overflow. You were chosen not just to receive but to become a carrier. That is why the opposition was so fierce, because your breakthrough was never just for you, it was for generations. Michael says, "Tell them, their victory will water dry places, their blessing will restore what others lost, their joy will ignite joy in houses they never even enter." Beloved, you must prepare your heart, because when the miracle lands, it will test your ability to receive. It will feel too big, too sudden, too overwhelming. You may even be tempted to shrink back, to ask, "Why me?" But hear heaven's answer now, so you are ready, because you were chosen. Because you endured when others walked away. Because you carried faith even in silence. Because you did not let go when it seemed nothing would ever change. That is why. That is the reason. You are not just lucky, you are appointed. And still the Archangel insists, stay until the end. Every paragraph is oil, every word is a match, and together they are lighting the lamp that will guide them into their answered prayer. Beloved, if you stop halfway, the flame flickers. But if you walk with me to the last line, you will carry a torch so bright that no shadow can touch you again. Now I must tell you something even deeper. There is a reason the miracle was delayed. It was not because you were forgotten, not because heaven ignored you, but because timing had to align. If it had come earlier, you would not have been ready to hold it. If it had arrived before now, it would have slipped through your hands. But tonight, the soil of your life is ready, the vessel is steady, the atmosphere is aligned. That is why the approval came today. That is why Michael begged for these minutes with you. This is divine timing, not too late, not too soon, but perfect. Beloved, can you feel how the air itself is heavy as you read? That is because angels are surrounding you even in this moment. You may not see them with your eyes, but your spirit senses them. They are not passive, they are carrying gifts, scrolls, instructions, blessings. Some carry healing for your body. Some carry restoration for your relationships. Some carry financial release that will shock you. Some carry peace you forgot was possible. All of them are here because the decree was spoken, approved, released, sent. Do not miss the beauty of this moment. You are not just reading, you are participating. You are not just hearing, you are receiving. And the Archangel smiles as he says, "Tell them, the moment they finish, the miracle will begin to show itself." My beloved, let me show you what the angels see when they look at you. You think you are just surviving, just passing days, but in heaven's eyes, your name glows like fire on a mountain. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Every silent night where you lay awake wondering if your prayers dissolved into the air, they were heard. They were gathered. They were recorded. And now they are returning as answers, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Archangel Michael bends low and says, "Do you not know how proud heaven is of you? Do you not know how your endurance has been the sweetest fragrance to God? This is why tonight could not pass without this visitation. This is why he begged for these 5 minutes, because it is not just about giving you information, it is about giving you confirmation." Beloved child, some of the greatest miracles are born in hidden places. Like a seed underground, invisible, silent, unnoticed, but bursting with life unseen. That is what your journey has been. You thought nothing was happening. You thought the soil was too heavy, the waiting too long. But beneath the surface, roots were growing, branches were forming, fruit was preparing. And now, heaven declares, the seed has become a tree, and the tree is ready to bear fruit in the open. Do not be surprised when people around you begin to notice something has changed. They will not always have words for it, but they will feel it. They will sense the glow around you, the favor on you, the sudden lifting of barriers in your path. My child, the Archangel is not only speaking about spiritual blessings but practical ones. Expect doors of opportunity to open in places you thought were sealed shut. Expect messages, calls, and connections that seem out of nowhere but are exactly what you need. Expect provision where you once saw only lack. Expect reconciliation where you thought only distance remained. These are not empty promises, they are heaven's agenda. Michael says, "Tell them to look for the small ripples first. Tell them not to despise the little signs, for the ripples will grow into waves." Beloved child, some of the greatest miracles are born in hidden places. Like a seed underground, invisible, silent, unnoticed, but bursting with life unseen. That is what your journey has been. You thought nothing was happening. You thought the soil was too heavy, the waiting too long. But beneath the surface, roots were growing, branches were forming, fruit was preparing. And now, heaven declares, the seed has become a tree, and the tree is ready to bear fruit in the open. Do not be surprised when people around you begin to notice something has changed. They will not always have words for it, but they will feel it. They will sense the glow around you, the favor on you, the sudden lifting of barriers in your path. My child, the Archangel is not only speaking about spiritual blessings but practical ones. Expect doors of opportunity to open in places you thought were sealed shut. Expect messages, calls, and connections that seem out of nowhere but are exactly what you need. Expect provision where you once saw only lack. Expect reconciliation where you thought only distance remained. These are not empty promises, they are heaven's agenda. Michael says, tell them to look for the small ripples first. Tell them not to despise the little signs, for the ripples will grow into waves. Beloved, let me take you into a vision. I see a river, broad, powerful, rushing, and you are standing on the shore with a cup in your hand, trying to collect drops. You thought all you could hope for was a little sip, just enough to keep going. But suddenly, the river bends, and its entire flow pours directly toward you. This is what is happening now. You thought you would have to beg for scraps. Instead, heaven is turning the stream itself in your direction. You will not live on drops anymore, you will live in overflow. And yet, Michael urges again, stay with these words. Do not skip. Do not hurry. Every word is water for the roots of their soul. If they stay until the end, the harvest will come in full. My beloved, this is not just about reading, it is about receiving. Every paragraph is like a stone on a bridge, and as you step across them, you are crossing into the land promised to you. If you stop halfway, you remain suspended above the river. But if you walk to the last stone, you will stand on solid ground with blessings waiting at your feet. Beloved child, I also must tell you that your pain was never wasted. The nights of tears, the seasons of silence, the betrayals that cut deep, none of it was for nothing. In heaven's economy, nothing is wasted. Every tear became a seed. Every heartbreak became a doorway. Every loss carved out space for greater filling. You thought you were being emptied. Heaven says you were being expanded. And now the expansion will be filled, pressed full with miracles. Michael whispers, tell them their pain has matured into power. Tell them their wounds are now windows through which light pours. And my beloved, as you read this, you may feel waves of emotion, tears rising, heart racing, an ache in your chest. Do not resist it. That is your spirit recognizing truth. That is your soul aligning with heaven. Some words do not just inform, they transform, and this is such a moment. Let the tears fall, let the weight lift, let the peace settle. This is what happens when the Archangel himself draws near. My beloved, let me remind you again, heaven never sends words like this without cause. You are not just reading poetry. You are standing in a courtroom of light where verdicts are being announced. The scroll has been unrolled, the decree has been stamped, and the angels have gone forth carrying your portion. Do not mistake this for imagination. What is being loosed in the spirit now will appear in the natural very soon. Archangel Michael is pressing close, repeating, tell them the 5 minutes are not small, they are eternal. Tell them what they agree with now will echo through decades. That is why you must let your heart lean into every line, because your agreement seals the release. Child of heaven, you have survived storms that were meant to destroy you. There were moments when shadows gathered around you, whispering that it was over, that nothing would change. But you are here. Do you see the miracle already? You are here, breathing, standing, reading. That alone is proof of divine preservation. And if heaven has preserved you through the darkness, will it not also promote you into the light? This is why Michael has come to remind you, the same hand that carried them through danger will crown them with favor. The same God who held them in silence will bless them in song. Beloved, the miracle is not distant, it is near. You will notice it first in whispers. A shift in atmosphere, a sudden message, a peace in your sleep. These whispers are heaven's way of telling you, prepare. And then suddenly, like a dam breaking, the flood will come. You will not be able to stop it. You will not need to force it. It will overwhelm you with goodness. What was denied for years will arrive in days. What seemed impossible yesterday will look ordinary tomorrow. And you will know it was God, because you could never have arranged it. Do you understand now why the Archangel begged for this moment? Because miracles can be missed when hearts are distracted. Because blessings can be delayed when minds wander. He wanted your full attention, your whole heart, your deep yes. And now that you have given it, the channel is open, the flow is free, the decree is active. My beloved, hold on to this. If they do not skip, if they do not rush, they will see what they have been promised. Beloved, let me speak plainly. There are people who doubted you, laughed at you, dismissed you. They thought your prayers were wasted, your faith was foolish, your hope was naive. But soon, they will witness your turnaround. They will see the very things you whispered in secret manifest before their eyes. And some will marvel, some will envy, some will repent for doubting. But all will know, it was not luck, it was God. And you, chosen one, will stand as living proof that heaven remembers. And I must tell you this, heaven's release is not fragile. It cannot be stolen once it lands. It is not like a fragile gift that breaks if touched. It is iron and fire, sealed by angels, rooted in eternity. So when it arrives, do not fear losing it. Do not sabotage it with worry. Simply embrace it, celebrate it, and testify of it. For Michael says, their miracle will not be snatched. It will remain. It will multiply. It will overflow. Do you understand now why the Archangel begged for this moment? Because miracles can be missed when hearts are distracted. Because blessings can be delayed when minds wander. He wanted your full attention, your whole heart, your deep yes. And now that you have given it, the channel is open, the flow is free, the decree is active. My beloved, hold on to this. If they do not skip, if they do not rush, they will see what they have been promised. Beloved, let me speak plainly. There are people who doubted you, laughed at you, dismissed you. They thought your prayers were wasted, your faith was foolish, your hope was naive. But soon, they will witness your turnaround. They will see the very things you whispered in secret manifest before their eyes. And some will marvel, some will envy, some will repent for doubting. But all will know, it was not luck, it was God. And you, chosen one, will stand as living proof that heaven remembers. And I must tell you this, heaven's release is not fragile. It cannot be stolen once it lands. It is not like a fragile gift that breaks if touched. It is iron and fire, sealed by angels, rooted in eternity. So when it arrives, do not fear losing it. Do not sabotage it with worry. Simply embrace it, celebrate it, and testify of it. For Michael says, their miracle will not be snatched. It will remain. It will multiply. It will overflow. My beloved child, the air around you is not silent, it is thick with activity. Angels are moving swiftly, carrying scrolls, carrying keys, carrying answers with your name etched in light. You may not see them with your eyes, but your soul feels the weight of their nearness. That sudden chill in the room, that unexpected warmth, that trembling inside your chest, it is not random. It is the evidence that heaven has leaned close. Archangel Michael says, "Tell them, I fought for this night. Tell them, I refused to leave the throne until permission was granted to speak to them. And now, it is granted." Beloved, you need to understand that your miracle is not late. It is not delayed beyond repair. It is arriving exactly when it should. You thought the waiting was punishment, but it was preparation. Like gold and fire, you were refined. Like a seed in soil, you were hidden until the right season. And now that season has come. Heaven is not saying, someday, heaven is saying, now. Do you feel the difference? This is not hope for the distant future, this is release for the present moment. My child, let me take you into another vision. I see a courtroom, vast and bright. Angels stand as witnesses. The throne glows with fire. And in the center of the room, your name is spoken aloud. A decree is announced, approved. The sound shakes the pillars, the gates, the very floor. And as it echoes, chains fall from your life one after another, financial chains, emotional chains, relational chains, spiritual chains. You have been declared free. You have been declared chosen. You have been declared ready. And this decree cannot be overturned by any enemy, cannot be silenced by any critic, cannot be cancelled by any circumstance. Beloved, do not be surprised if in the coming hours and days, strange alignments begin to occur. People you have not heard from in years may reach out. An opportunity that seemed lost may suddenly reappear. A closed path may open with no explanation. These are not accidents, they are manifestations of this decree. Heaven says, tell them to watch carefully, for the signs are already on their way. Tell them not to dismiss the small beginnings, for they are the first drops before the flood. And you must hear this, the miracle is not only for your comfort, but also for your calling. Heaven does not pour blessing to be hoarded but to be multiplied. Your testimony will break chains for others. Your provision will open doors for those around you. Your healing will inspire faith in broken hearts. That is why the fight was so intense, because your breakthrough is not just personal, it is generational. Michael says, tell them, their obedience tonight will echo beyond their own life. Tell them, their yes is writing history in heaven. Beloved, the angels are not asking you to strive, to labor, to earn. They are asking you to receive. To rest in what is already approved. To say with your heart, yes, I believe. Yes, I receive. Yes, I will not skip. For in that yes, the miracle lands. In that yes, the heavens open wider. In that yes, you step into the destiny prepared for you. My beloved child, I must remind you that everything you endured was not for nothing. The nights where you cried quietly so no one would see, the mornings where you forced yourself to rise though your strength was gone, the moments where you nearly gave up, those were not wasted. Every tear was caught in heaven's cup, every cry was written in heaven's book. And now the book is being opened, the cup is being poured, and your tears are returning as miracles. Michael leans close and says, tell them, their sorrow has been converted into seed, and now the harvest is unstoppable. Tell them, the time of emptiness is over. Beloved, I see doors, many doors, that were slammed shut in your face. Opportunities that should have been yours but slipped away. Relationships that ended before their time. Paths that seemed to vanish as you approached them. And for years, you thought perhaps it was your fault, that you lacked what was required. But now heaven reveals, those doors were not rejections, they were redirections. They closed because they would have led you into harm, not blessing. And now, the true doors are opening. Doors that no man can shut. Doors prepared just for you. Doors that lead not into disappointment but into destiny. My child, there are angels carrying keys tonight. I see them placing those keys into your hands even as you read. Keys to unlock what was bound. Keys to recover what was stolen. Keys to step into rooms that once seemed unreachable. Do not underestimate what this means. When heaven gives keys, no earthly lock can resist them. And you will find that suddenly, what resisted you will welcome you, what excluded you will invite you, what delayed you will accelerate you. For the decree has gone out, approved. Released. Delivered. Beloved, Michael's voice is strong, yet tender. He says, tell them I did not come to play with words. I came to shift atmospheres. I came to war for what belongs to them. I came to announce what was hidden. And he is not alone. Around you now are warriors of light, standing with flaming swords, clearing pathways you cannot see. The battles that once drained you are no longer yours to fight. They are being fought for you. The victory is not something you must earn, it is something you must accept. And I must tell you this, the miracle is closer than your own breath. You are expecting it to take months, but heaven is saying days. You are expecting it to be small, but heaven is saying abundant. You are expecting to have to fight for it, but heaven is saying it will chase you down. Do not limit God with your expectation. Do not shrink the blessing with your doubt. Stand open. Stand ready. Stand believing. For Archangel Michael declares, tell them, when it comes, it will come so suddenly they will barely have time to catch their breath. Tell them, the wait will seem like nothing when the flood arrives. Beloved, I see you standing in a field that looks barren, empty soil stretching in every direction. For years you thought nothing was growing, nothing was moving, nothing would ever change. But suddenly, with one touch of light, green shoots begin to push through the earth, not in one place but in thousands. The entire field transforms before your eyes. This is what heaven is doing in your life right now. What looked dead is alive. What looked finished is only beginning. Michael says, tell them, their harvest is rushing to meet them, faster than their eyes can adjust. Tell them, they will not gather with empty hands but with baskets overflowing. My child, do not despise the small signs that come first. A message that surprises you. An opportunity that seems minor. A chance meeting with someone unexpected. These are not small at all, they are signals. They are heaven's way of saying, the wheel has turned, the season has shifted, the miracle is already unfolding. You may want the full flood at once, but heaven often sends ripples first, so your heart has time to expand before the wave crashes in. Do not ignore them. Do not shrug them off. Every ripple is proof that the tide is rising. Beloved, I must tell you something personal. There were times you asked, God, do you even hear me? God, am I forgotten? And the silence made you ache. But heaven was not ignoring you. Heaven was preparing the answer in ways you could not see. The silence was not absence, it was incubation. And now the incubation has ended, and the cry of your heart has become the miracle in your hands. Michael says, tell them, their prayers were never lost. Tell them, every word they spoke in faith became a building stone in their breakthrough. Tell them, nothing was wasted. And I see another vision, a chain wrapped tightly around your ankle, dragging behind you with every step. It made you weary, made you slow, made you think you would never move freely again. But tonight, the chain snaps, and you walk without weight. You walk lighter, faster, freer than ever before. This is not just spiritual, it is practical. Burdens are being lifted. Debts are being cleared. Relationships are being healed. Health is being restored. Peace is being poured. The heaviness that defined your past will not define your future. My beloved, Michael is insistent, tell them, if they stay until the end of this message, something will shift even before the night is over. Tell them, they must not treat this lightly. Every line is a step deeper into the miracle. Every word is oil keeping their lamp burning until the bridegroom arrives with blessing. Do not let weariness pull you away. Do not let distraction steal this from you. Stay planted in the river. The longer you stay, the stronger the flow becomes. And beloved, do not fear the size of what is coming. Some blessings look so large they can feel intimidating. Some miracles arrive so fast they almost feel overwhelming. But heaven is not giving you what will crush you, heaven is giving you what will crown you. You were prepared for this. You were matured for this. You are ready. Say it with me in your heart, I am ready. I receive. I will not skip. That simple agreement unlocks what is hovering just above your life even now.